Just a bit. Is that better? There we go. I think we're live.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening. I'm going to look kind of to the side because then I can keep it on the chat.
Yeah, we might have some
Same
people who've
time.
got adverts at this point, so they may not yet have joined us. So,
They're not clicking past them.
Yeah, they're giving us like.
Let's go.
let's go. Now, look, chat comments. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you
Adverts. Right, okay.
You'll notice that we are missing.
Aha, there we are.
I
So
have
someone
that.
has got us. Hello, hello.
Good evening.
It's always
Good
difficult to
evening,
start
Stephen.
a live stream.
Good evening, Clive. Christmas plans have gone awry, but
Yeah.
we have a new plan, so it's all good.
We are having a good time.
Oh, liking your turkey hat.
Oh, thank you. I got it.
Prinanda, I think it's more a Noswaith there, isn't it?
Oh, look at him with his Welsh.
We're into the evening now.
Yeah, I got
The
this.
bunk bed is still up.
Yeah, it
The
hasn't fallen
bunk
down
bed is being used for isolation at the moment.
yet. Good evening from Norway.
Can I
Yes,
have
hello, Kai
Oh,
Peter
Can I have the
Schellhasser.
hat?
Oh,
You may call me Hub, whatever's good. Hubbers, I'm a little unsure of because that sounds like something you'd call your husband.
yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and a jolly shower, everybody. Hello, Netherlands. Hello, Edinburgh.
Hello, Doncaster. Denmark, we've got Bournemouth, North Yorkshire.
Bye, HubNut
Oh,
Awoda.
thank you, Jack.
Thank you very much.
Just because those costumes are 10 out of
I
10.
know.
Excellent.
Buy you a welder. I don't think you got the patience.
Yeah,
for
we
welding.
wore outfits like these to go for our PCR tests earlier
We did,
today,
we
so
did.
that caused much amusement at the test centre.
What's broken now from Simon Raw?
Oh, that could take a while to go through, couldn't it?
What's
could be quite a long
what's
list.
not broken? What's not broken currently?
Betty's working.
But
Well, she's leaking a bit of transmission fluid, but she's mostly working. Betty is the one car that's actually getting us around at the moment.
Somehow we made it
hellos.
in the Toyota.
Yeah, yeah.
today.
Where else? We got Cambridge, West Sussex.
Daihatsu,
Quebec.
whoa! I just saw
Gosh.
an offer of a Daihatsu polo shirt.
Oh,
Uh,
hold on. I'm scrolling back up the chat. So
yeah.
many comments. Yeah, happy Christmas to everyone.
There we go.
Oh, wow. What size do you wear? I've got an original women's Daihatsu polo shirt.
I'm
lying right
small at the moment, and hopefully
You-
smaller.
You are quite small. She
Heading
looks
forward.
even smaller. I'm sitting closer to the laptop.
It might even fit me though, because I'm taller than you.
Wolverhampton. Oh, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Nigel.
Merry
Yep,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Right, we better talk about some stuff.
When are you getting another Fiat from Keith in Southampton?
Yeah.
We're not in any huge rush to
have
get
to
another
own
Fiat at the moment, but that's mostly because I'm in no great rush to get more cars. I think I have
Like,
Thank you,
too
John
many
R.
cars.
I'll do a sort of an aside as we're going along.
Okay, yes.
Oh, thank you very much.
So yeah, it's not that I don't want
Penix.
another Fiat. I just don't want another car.
Mini HubNut is still here. He is. Unfortunately, he got the positive PCR this morning, so he's in his room.
Yes.
So he may join us in
Can
the chat if we're
David
really
Daly
lucky.
can never have too many cars.
Yes,
yeah,
you
there
can.
he is.
Yeah.
Spanners
Oh, yeah.
and clank.
Oh,
Spanners and
when are
Clankety.
you getting married?
Wow, that's a bit of a forward question. I know it's Christmas, goodwill, and
Oh,
everything.
when will you buy a decent car that is
Thank you, Frank.
reliable?
I think a 94 Lancia Ypsilon would be great for Miss HubNut.
oh.
Fun fact, they weren't sold here as Lancias. They were sold as Chryslers,
I noticed he's
bizarrely.
avoiding the reliability question there.
Yeah. I like reliability.
Were you a Tipo man or a Tempera man?
Probably more temper, especially a saloon with a rear wiper.
When are you getting a Caravan? Soon.
I don't think I am really.
We are getting a Caravan.
30th of February.
Name for Camry?
Luna.
Luna. Luna is her name currently.
Right. So, sorry, I'm just checking my phone because I'm literally just getting an update on Giselle from Adam, who's been doing all the work. So he's cutting the driver's side floor out at the moment. We're going to replace the entire front section of the floor, the quarter floor.
Thank you very much, Sid. That's very kind.
So yeah, that work is in progress.
I
at
don't
the
think we
moment.
need a Subaru right now.
So yeah, Giselle won't be coming back till January. She's having quite some serious surgery going on.
How are the HubNuts? Do you want to demonstrate what's
Yeah,
behind you?
one HubNut is forcing. She's down here at the moment. There's one HubNut. She's
And the other one was being an ornament on the table, but he's
Yeah.
off
I
somewhere.
can't actually
Thank
sit
you very
back on
much,
the
Sam.
sofa.
Sam, that's very kind.
Yeah, thank
No,
you.
he's still
Posh
there.
Christmas Vickies. Oh yeah. Oh, excuse us.
Hold on. I'll get him.
Do you ever think you'll get a Volvo? 480?
Oh, hold on. We've just seen a comment from Australia saying only the sedan version had a V6. I don't believe that's actually right. I thought the Vienta was available as a wagon as well. I could be wrong, but I think someone sent me a photo of one just the other day. Oh, here's the other dog coming in.
He's flying.
He
He's
might
flying.
only be in for a second.
Yeah, he's
I could be
gonna
wrong in that,
probably
but
run
I
away.
thought the Vienta
Thank you
wagon
very
was a
much,
thing.
Nigel Red. Thank you.
Austin Maxi. Is that what we need? Austin Maxi?
Oh, quite possibly.
Mm.
We're open to anything, really.
I might have to take my hood down. I'm absolutely cooking in here. Jeepers. Lovely warm outfit.
No.
Will you drive the original Renault Twingo? That needs to happen at some point. I've got a few offers in of those. It's just
Hook
finding the
on
time to go and do
classics,
them.
what cars
Thank
do
you,
Little Miss
Jay.
HubNut and Mini HubNut want when they pass their test? Mini HubNut actually possibly has a Golf. And what do you want?
Thank you,
That's
Jay.
why Hooked on Classics.
Dev recommended this to me.
Oh, go on.
I may have to go and kill a dog. This is live.
Renault
people.
Clio.
A Renault Clio.
Yes, and then I just changed Clio to L.
Because her name is Clio, which is double L-I-O.
But yeah, a lot of people call me Clio because they can't pronounce my name.
Excuse me, just chasing a dog around.
You
in the
do need something sensible in Swedish on the fleet. Maybe a Scania, Ian. Thoughts? You just... Sorry. Opinion on Citroen C2?
I'm not a fan of the C2. Terrible triangle of doom. I'm not sure about the split tailgate or the looks on those, but I do know people who've owned them, and they seem to have been probably the most reliable of the small Citroens.
Thank you very much, Griff. That's very, very kind.
Ian's
Thank you.
stopping him from going to the table because then you can see what's
Say
going
hello
on
to the
outside.
internet, Diego. Thank you very much, Griff
The
Lane.
Maxi was once Caravan Tow Car of the Year. This is good to know, Richard Hewitt. Thank you very much.
That's very good to know.
Do you want to drive my Grand Jeep Cherokee when it finally works?
Yes. Always drop me a message. I've got a huge backlog
Hi,
of cars.
Hyundai
but
lover.
I'm definitely going to get better at doing the tests in 2022. It hasn't been the easiest year for trying to get out, really.
Scottish car enthusiast and Train TV. What did you think of the latest Grand Tour? Well, you did actually watch
We saw it
today.
today.
Thank you very, very much,
Carnage
the
à
Magic
Trois.
Boy, by the way.
And I mean, it's just a bit all formulaic, really. But the kids seem to really enjoy it. So
My heart broke though when the 2CV went from the helicopter.
Oh.
yeah, they dropped a 2CV from great height for absolutely no reason.
The Berlingo
Well,
was the other
it was
thing.
it was on about the
obviously we were looking for one.
suspension.
Yeah,
It was on about the suspension, like
I think the suspension survived that drop.
yeah, the suspension survived, but the whole body and everything else just
Oh.
Did not survive.
Neil Pye, highlights of the year.
Highlights of the year.
Or
Ooh.
highlight singular, but we've probably got
Yeah.
some.
Alton Park in the GSA was quite good fun.
Yeah,
And staying in
that
the
was
bus.
a good
That was
day.
my birthday
Yeah,
weekend,
it was your
wasn't it?
birthday.
Yeah, that was good fun. What else? Retro Rides Weekender.
Yeah, Retro Rides was really good.
Yeah, down at
For
Goodwood.
me, I think it's the socials. The socials were awesome. It was
Yeah.
so lovely to meet everybody after everybody being locked down. And it was just lovely to see you all after you're all so supportive and everything.
Mm.
So yeah, that was my highlight. What was your highlight?
the multiplier.
Oh,
Oh gosh, I think if you see the video where Delia the multiplier arrived, this young lady was pure joy, absolute pure joy when she arrived.
Yeah.
Just a quick one. I did see somebody asking about my travel logs. As soon as possible. Everything's all got a bit up in the air again.
Mm.
I think the Mumbles is going to feature quite soon. I don't know much about the Mumbles, so I'll have to learn. But I was
yeah, we're down there at the
Mumbles
weekend.
was fantastic.
Very
So
nice.
we may well do the Mumbles.
Even though it was foggy when we went.
Selling the multiplier she sold, actually, sadly.
Oh, thank you, Sid. Did you do a test drive of a Daihatsu Move? I filmed one back in 2018. It was when I took Myrtle to her first show in Milton Keynes. Filmed a chap called
Thank
Cam.
you, Nicholas Sale. Again,
Beautiful
very, very kind.
Daihatsu Move, which we
Oh
saw
gosh,
again.
thank you, JR.
we saw again at the Festival of the Unexceptional, but the sound was terrible, so I couldn't use the video. I need to redo it. I mean, we're over 3 years down the road, and I still haven't
And
redone it.
actually,
And the car
Move,
looks even better.
the movie we saw at Festival of the Unexceptional, which was another highlight. That's my car of the year, I think, personally.
now.
JR is from the area of the Camry. So did you see it bobbling around, JR, I wonder?
Ah, from the area it was built or where it used to live? Let us know in the comment section. Someone asks if Hyundai Stella is a good car. Yes.
Griff, with regards, you want to come to a gathering, but you think your 15 plate Passat won't fit in. Any
We don't
car
care.
fits in. We
Yeah.
had every single type of car you could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
New, old, unusual, what some people might think run of the mill, everything. We had everything.
We do
So
need
please
discriminate.
do come along.
Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV says a highlight for him was the social at the Motorist.
That was brilliant.
And we are going to be back there Easter Saturday.
And Steph says it is selling tickets
Hello,
really
hi,
quickly.
and Guy.
so-
Yeah,
Lover.
you will need tickets this time for that one, which you can find at the Motorist on their website.
And lots of Daihatsu fans, really pleased to see that.
Mhm.
Shemi, there's a plan in another plan in the pipeworks for Shemi, but it's a bit of a slow burn.
Yeah. We might temporarily replace Shemi.
No, not replace. That's a bad word.
No.
Replace
that's a
while
bad word.
she's being sorted out.
Yes.
Out of
Yeah.
order.
The
Substitute.
Magic Boy says you've
However-
got to come to California and drive my Buick Roadmaster Estate.
However,
Yeah, I love
possibly
those. They're great.
vague possibility of a very exciting second Miss HubNut car.
Oh yeah, we need to
That's
chase that
possibly
up.
very exciting
Yeah.
on for me. I
I've
don't know if
never
it'll be very
been to
exciting for you
America.
That'd be
guys.
terrible for me.
Anyway,
I've never been to America.
Daihatsu
so-
Grand Move for the win. One did come up for sale recently, but it wasn't in very good order.
we also were looking at the Tanto, weren't we?
Yeah,
Oh,
Daihatsu
yes,
Tanto,
that's cool.
but 660cc, not ideal for a family wagon.
Chevy is not going for scrap.
No.
No.
Brooklands 2022. We don't know. We haven't really
Yeah.
put in all the venues yet. JR, thank you for another donation.
well,
you
you
don't
didn't
have to
have to do
donate
that,
to ask
no.
a question, but
But-
thank you.
Oh, you're from the Telford area then. So yeah.
Ford Sierra, obviously popular one on the channel because not my Sierra. I'd definitely have a Sierra.
Mm. Will you do a comparison between Ellie and Matt's Crown Vic? I don't think Ellie is the one for that comparison.
That would be Betty.
Yeah, it's got to be Betty.
Mm.
It's got to be Australian Ford versus American Ford tested in England because there'll be many opportunities to do that. So,
K12 Micra, I'd be quite happy with a K12 Micra. I love the shape. I love them. I think they're good.
fierce brakes in the K12.
Fierce.
Yeah, but
Oh,
the car looks like a frog. So
It does. It looks so. You're gonna weigh this up.
yeah.
It's
When is Motorist Social? What is it? I keep forgetting the date. It's like Easter
Easter
Saturday.
Saturday.
14th,
13th.
somewhere around there.
Thank you,
Nigel Rudd,
Nigel.
thank you very, very much.
And that was the donation from
Yeah, thank you,
Ah,
Nigel.
so you think I should have an Austin Maxi? Okay, yeah. Look, I am open to anything.
Nick C, what are the long-term plans for the Yugo Sana? Find someone else to sort it out, I think, and take it away. I don't think the Yugo is going to be the project for me, unfortunately. I want to focus on the Alt-Sit and the cars we've got that desperately need work.
Yeah,
So I think
Foxanne-
finally
Foxanne-
going to have to admit defeat on that one because it's been sitting in the barn since
16th of
yeah,
April.
right.
Thank you very much, Scottish Car
Oh,
Enthusiast.
thank you. Yeah, we can't even remember our own event.
Perodua Canary. Yeah, that's a good
I
shout.
love Paragio
Yeah.
Canaries. It's basically a Daihatsu move with more power.
You go your way, I'll go mine.
Hey.
Very, very witty, Peter.
K11 Micro is a frog. Oh, I'm not sure about the 11. The 11
12,
more look like
definitely.
a rounded modern interpretation of a Mini.
Thoughts on the Jimny?
Um,
I think the Jimny's cool.
yeah, I've never driven
think
one.
I
I need to.
Yeah.
Proper 4x4.
Test on an iGo? Yeah, I'd love I'd love to have a go on an iGo.
No, you'd love to have one. You almost said it.
I did nearly say
Yeah, replace Chevy
Thank
with
you,
an
Steve
iGo.
Hallam. It's not right. It's not replaced. There's a really
Temporarily.
long-term plan for
We
Shemi.
set her off now.
I don't want to go into it because I haven't put things in place yet. But once things are in place, I'll update you all on what's happening.
So there you go. We will sort it out. Oh, thank you very much, Steve. Happy Christmas to you. And yes, everyone stay healthy. As healthy as you can.
Would you ever sell Foxanne or swap her? Foxanne is one of those you're
Yeah.
kind of funny with, aren't you? Like,
Yeah, next year, maybe the year to
come
move
drive my
Foxanne on.
Jimny. Woo.
Because Foxanne is she's just not the most useful vehicle we've got on the fleet.
Don't
There's
we
But
have
plenty
the
up and down.
exercise
We're just
bike?
having
I
this
have not had
discussion.
enough adventures with Foxanne, so
I think Foxanne, the Hublets sometimes they go away to their dads. So I think when that happens, we will have to take Foxanne somewhere.
yeah,
and
we'll
do
take her on a
something
big
exciting
adventure.
with her.
It needs to happen.
Yeah, with the
She needs to get
HubNut's
her
in the
chance
back.
to shine.
Good evening to all those who've just joined us.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
this is
Oh.
funny. So Phil Harrison, Citroen CX Familial must be the ultimate HubNut family wagon. Now we watched the Grand Tour. What was it? French something. or other
Yeah,
today.
Carnage à Trois.
Thank you very much, Vanstone. And this one now knows what a Citroen CX looks like. So, what did you think? The car I said your grumpy had.
Clearly
when I
it
was
made a
kid.
great impression.
I think they're amazing. I'd love a Familial just because it was the car of my childhood.
Vanstone 2000 just asking if a Volkswagen Jetta A1 is still around. Oh gosh, those Mark 1 Jettas, they're quite rare. They are still out
My
there.
friend has one.
Mark 1.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe a Mark 2, but no.
Ah, not interesting.
No, I'll double check with him, but I know he has one.
The booted Golf. Jimmy Quinn is saying
Any luck
hi
on a new Caravan?
with everything.
Not yet.
Yeah, well, then we'll let that.
Not yet, folks.
Yeah, even Clarkson loved the CX. CXs are marvellous cars. They're not always the easiest to live with, but my CX was one of the most reliable cars I've ever owned.
Mini HubNut is in the chat here. Space for the Golf if the Sana goes with about 50 million.
Well, yes, that's very, very true.
Thank you very
Betty
much.
versus
Sid.
Ford Scorpio could be interesting. Yes, I think that could. So thank you very much, Sid. That could be one to do.
Oh gosh, Ratty Rex, that's a cool headmistress. Had a CX, then a GS.
Wow,
That is cool.
living the dream. Sam the Cargo,
Oh.
what about a road test on an Audi A2? We sort of did one a little bit,
Mr. Up and Down Bits has joined us.
but we need to do a proper one. Up and Down's here.
He's there, I see him.
Hello.
He said he was busy.
Yeah.
Oh well, here he is.
Lada
Hello.
Neva.
Yeah, going back to Reliant Foxes, Mr. Up and Down Videos is selling one.
Mhm.
So
Same colour as the Foxen.
it sort of was. They were both sludge green. They both lived in the Aberystwyth area. I'm not sure if they ever passed each other at all. I suspect Foxan came off the road before the green one was on the road. But yeah, it's up for sale. It's now down in Southampton.
Fiat
Did you see
126 is a great
Jack's
family
BX
car.
16 valve? Is that the black BX 16
just
valve
got
Up and Down's also
Wow.
got for sale? If so, that looks a nice project, I must say.
Merry
I love
Christmas,
the
Cornish
X16
Sean.
valves. So yeah, up and Down's having a clear out, and it's kind of inspired me to think of doing the same in 2022.
3% discount to HubNut is
Oh,
on this video.
Oh, that's generous. That's so generous.
I am sure that some of them could be nudged on that BX,
Yeah.
definitely.
There was a question I wanted to pick up there. Merry
which-
Christmas, everyone, from Cornish Sean. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Road test on the Fiat 126 Biz. Fiat 126.
I know. Takes me back.
Yeah. I'm sorry, we're not catching every question because there's just so many of them.
Uh,
Stephen Ball, have you done a Reliant Scimitar driving review? No, I used to own an SE5A. Not long
what
after I
did you
first
do?
moved to.
Thank you,
Well, I think I
Paige.
just scrolled
Thank
back
you,
down.
Paige.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you. 660 Einzy Linda.
That's someone who's into K cars, I'm guessing.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Is Ein free cylinder?
Einzy Linda, 1 cylinder.
661 cylinder. Oh, okay. I'm not very good with German, it would seem. Because of you, I gasp because of amazement every time I see Dave Matiz. I'm sorry about that. That can't be helped.
Matt, just yeah, I can see you're in the same situation as us, that your son's been flagged. Lots of people in that
Yeah.
situation, guys.
I think a lot of people are having a bit of a tricky Christmas, ourselves
Mm.
included. Plans have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3-4 times
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, we were planning on going to England and then going to grandparents. That was changed.
Yeah.
And they just
Just like,
going,
no, you can't do that. Can't do that. Can't
Yeah,
do that. Can't do
now we're just
that.
here.
Copper
Obviously,
6600. Thank you very much from Austria. A very nice country indeed.
What is the chicken doing with the girl out of its bum?
Sorry, that's been hidden. I'm trying to allow that one. We'll allow the word bum. We're not. Do that.
Ionic 5 or original Lancia Delta.
Ionic 5.
The Ionic 5 is
I
cool.
think it's really cool.
So cool.
JR can't wait to see Luna towing a caravan. So we better explain. I don't think we've done this, but the children have named the Camry estate Luna for reasons I don't understand, but it is a very nice
We
name.
looked up at the moon.
Oh, there you go. We've had a very big moon lately. So, yeah, there we go.
Did you know that Turkey has a car industry? I didn't know.
SID
No, I
3300
haven't
did
taken
offer a
it.
Daihatsu Grand Move road test. Yeah.
I've
Hopefully
looked at that.
2022 we can get some tests done.
Which caravan is the most HubNut?
They're all awful.
No, they're not awful.
Yes, they are.
I mean, obviously, the aspirational one is to have a Sprite of some description. A little Sprite. That's what my
Yeah.
parents had, and I'm one of 5, and we used to fit all of us in it, laid on the floor, and God
Thank
knows what
you,
else.
Scottish.
So yeah, I think a
car.
little Sprite would be
Yeah,
lovely.
thank you very much for that. Scottish car enthusiasts and
Yeah,
Trains
we are.
TV.
Happy Christmas.
Here's to 2022. Nobody
Yeah.
likes your travel
Oh,
vlogs as well.
thank you, thank you. I will get more of those done next year. It's been a very, very funny year.
Mm.
Is Devin okay? Yes. So Devin's mini HubNut He has COVID, but he's fine at the moment.
He's got no symptoms at all. He's been drinking. He's in a well-ventilated
He's been
room.
drinking.
Sid,
No,
is
drinking.
the Matiz getting back on the road anytime soon?
Probably not soon. I'm a bit stumped on that one, but hopefully we can get it sorted out because I missed that car.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon.
I just don't quite know how to resolve the issues of it not running properly and not passing the MOT. Motorhomes are best, says Jimmy Quinn. We'll allow that. It had been flagged as spam. That was obviously camper van spam.
Oh, that's quite a mouthful.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah.
Oh, if you could have any car, so Air Traction 2257, if you could, any car in the world, what would it be?
I mean, Citroen SM would probably be up there, as long as I'm not having to pay to maintain it. That would be quite a nice car to have, I think. But
Say
I've got
hello
the
on
perfect
behalf of
fleet
Debbie.
already. Surely I don't need more cars.
I'm going to stick with my CX Familial because I would love to have one. I'd love for
Oh,
these two
thank you,
to
Kate,
experience what I experienced as a child. And the fact that, like, okay, 30 nearly years on, people still go, I remember that car.
What utterly unsuitable car do you want to buy in 2022? I don't buy unsuitable cars.
So, if you follow us on Twitter and whatnot, thank you very much, J500.
Ant.
Yes, I am an Escort fan. If you follow us on Twitter, we were having serious discussions about the next car to join the fleet, and it had to have a tow bar, and it had to be reliable, and it had to have easily accessible parts. I made the mistake
And
of having
economical, did we say?
an economical.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of having a nap one day, at which point somebody, mentioning no names, bought a Camry.
So that's true. Has it got a tow bar?
No.
No. Has it got?
Economical?
No.
No.
Good parts availability?
No.
Well, it has.
No,
It
you
has.
just bought a part from America.
Yeah, it has, just not in the UK. And what was the fourth one?
Tow bar, economical, and it was just supposed to be sensible. But what won over? What won over?
Got twin rear wipers.
Yeah, there we go.
I fitted new
Right then,
wiper
folks,
blades
here we
today. I'm
go.
really, really
Have
happy.
you ever bought a car without any serious faults?
Yes.
That's from Andy G.
Yeah. The Rover 45 V6 stands out. I bought that after my friend Richard had fitted new timing belts to it, which took him several days. Pick of a job if it's your first time having to go at that. And 375 quid. Why are you eating all that chocolate? I thought that was an absolute steal, and that was a great car. 6,000 miles. I think I've changed a set of plugs and an air filter, and that was about it. So that was a great buy. What else has been good? Cecily was actually quite good to us.
Yeah.
The C5.
We just had I just had a bit of a moment. I turned around and I caught a glimpse of a silver Citroen Estate out of the window. I was like, Cecily's come home for Christmas. But it wasn't.
No. She was good, but she did need a lot of money spending on her, and Phil, the next owner, has spent an awful lot of money on her, and now a much better car. Fullwell One has just joined the channel as a basic HubNutter. Hello and welcome.
Yay!
Thank you very much. Can I have spoon
I think that
coffee?
might be some chalky.
Oh, okay. I think that's gone a bit awry.
What was your first car?
We can't really post it out, I'm afraid. What was my first car?
Yeah.
My first
Strawberry
car
jam.
was a Ford Fiesta, popular, with no rear wiper.
What did you call it?
still not over
Squidge?
Who?
Your car. It was Squidge.
Squibble.
Squibble.
Squibble was her
No
name.
difference.
Named by a friend of mine.
This chocolate bar is huge. This is a proper Charlie in the Chocolate Factory moment. It's from Aldi, and you could win a golden
I've
ticket. in
already
it.
eaten that much.
Oh, Kev Hall, DJ Drone Spam, follows us on YouTube and TikTok. Are you on any more platforms? Twitter's the main one for us,
Yeah.
really. I'm on Facebook as well. We have a HubNut page, but I love Twitter. The car community on Twitter is lovely.
Weird Car Twitter. If you're not on Weird Car Twitter, get on it. It's
Yeah.
a brilliant place to be. Everybody is so supportive. It's absolutely fantastic. First time I've seen a chicken eating chocolate.
Yeah. Red Fred 70 would like to see more Tuck road trips in 2022. Going for the overtake. Yeah, hopefully that's going to happen. We've got some big Tuck plans for 2022.
Have you forgiven Ian for selling the Vectra? No.
Oh.
Uh,
And we saw a silver Vectra B yesterday, didn't
We
we? And the
did.
copper leaf
Yeah,
Rover
weird.
75 and a silver Citroen C5 estate. It was the
it
weirdest
was weird.
shopping
Our
trip
cars
ever.
are coming back to haunt us.
Yeah.
I did see one about this one. Apart from your stickers on the rear windscreen, did you find any other artifacts inside Betty from your time with her in New Zealand when she arrived in the UK?
Ooh. I don't think I did. I think she's been very thoroughly cleared out. I think there may have been a ticket, but I'd left
I
in
think
the
there was
car
a ticket. It was
from
in
when I
there.
went to the National
Right.
Toy and Car Museum in Wanaka or Wanaka.
And then, of course, all the bits from shipping we've kept.
Yeah, we've got all those in a box.
Yeah.
Fullwell One says yes. Weird car Twitter is the best. It's true.
Simon, the car seller. Alas, we are not currently in the market for a Berlingo, but who knows?
Hi, Hyundai lover. What's wrong with Chevy? I took the engine apart. That's what's wrong with Chevy at the moment. We've got a coolant gasket missing
You look shimmy.
in the inlet tract, and we can't get a seal. We've got one on back order from Japan. I cannot find one for sale anywhere else, so that's becoming an issue.
Up and down bids just saying he's kept them all the bits from Betty, because he is the UK.
Oh yeah,
specialist on
up
Australian
and down
Ford.
bids. Yeah, it's definitely a specialist in Australian Ford.
Bow,
Some have
bow, bow,
suggested he could become a specialist in Toyotas as well.
Hyundai lover, hello there. We know who you are.
We know who you are.
That's a bit
We
weird.
know.
Are we doing HubNut baseball caps? Now that's a good shout. Or funky visors. that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I did
Like in
get
the 80s.
one
Like
made up
of
at
the
HubNut
80s.
baseball cap, but it looked awful. So I need to find a better supplier for those. Do you think Millie is a good name for a K10 Micro? Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, good name.
Do you have any plans for a big adventure in the summer? Oh, I wish we could, but everything's so up in the air again. I think it's going to be little adventures mostly. So,
Oh,
not sadly.
sad news from Will
what's
Howes.
that?
Rita and Vixella both apparently saw with no MOT.
No.
Sad times.
Oh,
Frazzleface
no.
has been a channel member for 25 months. Christmas tree on the roof of that Camry next year.
Let's do it.
Cletus McDonald has a silly thing where they have a drag race with
Yeah,
Christmas
that's
trees.
tonight, isn't it?
And you must get to the end of the drag race with your tree intact. Otherwise, your speed doesn't count.
Which would be your first choice to electrify? An electric tuk would be cool.
Yeah, but you'd lose so much of her character because it's all built around that engine and that transmission.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm not sure she'd be my favourite one to go electric. Ooh.
Is the City Rover still around? We haven't heard anything about the City Rover.
No,
in
there was
a
lots of
long
exciting
time.
progress on the City Rover, and then it all went quiet.
But I believe the gentleman that bought her didn't tell his wife about the purchase.
Oh dear, that could go wrong.
I remember that.
So if you are his
Yeah.
wife, he definitely didn't buy it from us.
yeah.
Don't it us! You sold her.
Yeah.
What's for Christmas dinner? This year we're actually having a turkey crown because we were anticipating having two of us.
Mm.
So me being me, I'm slightly panicking about food quantities, but my God, we've got plenty.
It's like
Yeah.
a massive turkey, so she don't actually need to.
JD, is that JDM Snow Monkey?
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth selling, for example, the Yugo Sana to free up some money for the Camry? I think the Sana has to go anyway. I think it just isn't. It's a project too far. I'm never going to get it done. So I need to focus on things I can do and have a bit of a clear rate.
Cauliflower McPug, have you heard from Rich and the Mighty Datcher? Not since Festival in Exceptional. I've not really.
I have exchanged emails with him. The clutch went in the Mighty Dacia back in about
You
October, I
hide
think it was. So it's back off the road again, which is no bad thing for winter. I was hoping to go and lend a hand and get that all sorted out, but obviously the way things are going and it being winter has rather put a stop on that. I must get a further update.
David Daly, social calls through Blackpool Illuminations next year. Do we mean in vehicles or in pubs?
That could be fun.
Yeah, that would be lovely going through the illuminations.
Mm.
I've done it before on a tram. It was gorgeous. So yeah, that'd be brilliant. What are we doing for New Year's? New Year's is up in the air because Christmas is up in the air currently.
Yeah, we're not making plans at
We
the moment.
don't know.
Ellie's still sitting in the unit with a wing off. I had a chat with my friend Matt, who did a little bit of welding on her earlier in the year, and he's going to come out and sort out that little section of the back of the sill, so we can get Ellie back on the road again. But
Sorry.
there's not much rush to get Ellie out when the weather's horrendous
Just
and there's
chuckling.
salt everywhere.
Yellowbird Nest. Will you do? Scroll up a tiny bit.
This chat is going so quick, people. How many people have we got?
I've
657.
lost. Yes. I've got it. So, Yellowbird Nest. Will you do HubNut branded wipers?
Ooh.
Saying they are to HubNut quality may be paradoxical.
Mm. That's an interesting thought. I don't know if you could do that. I'd have to speak to a wiper company. There's so many different sizes of wiper. That would be quite difficult to arrange. Nixie, are you going to do a road trip to Romania once the old set is road legal? I'd very much like to. It'd be wonderful to take it back home. I have been through Craiova, where she was built, so I do know where it is. Although the thought of driving in Romania again fills me with a certain amount of dread. It is
Didn't
one
you
of
get
the
stopped every
scariest
5
places.
minutes?
No, we didn't get stopped by the
Oh,
police
no.
in Romania. It was every other country.
Oh, okay.
But the driving in Romania is, very, very scary. You have to really be on your toes. It's quite exciting in a way.
Scenic RX4, yes. I
We
would
did
love
get
one,
offered one, didn't
but
we?
somebody said they're not great.
It's not the strongest four-wheel drive system, but that's
Mm.
true of a lot of these transverse 4x4s, even Land Rover Freelanders.
Will there ever be any features on the Not My Sierras or Not My vehicles? We got the Not My Volvo in at one point, didn't we?
Yeah,
Not
I
My
need to do a
Sierras,
test on that.
gentlemen,
The
is
Not My
elusive.
Volvo has a gearbox fault. The overdrive is not functioning correctly.
Mm.
So if the owner can do that, then I will be very interested to do a video if he's interested. The Not My Sierras, we've met the owner once.
He's quite elusive, bless him. But he does have an extensive Ford collection. That's not all of them.
A video of Betty through London. That's got more difficult because of the ultra low emission zone.
Yes.
So
Isn't
she's not allowed.
She's not allowed.
No.
I forgot
We are
what
meant
it's
to be
what,
going
but-
right to the edge of that zone at some point.
Am I allowed to drink and watch? Yes.
Yeah, but we can't actually drive through the centre of London. So there's another reason for taking Took right through the middle of London.
Oh,
Made no sense, but I wanted to do
there's
it.
a good one. Tony Smith. Would you do a comparison between the first gen Toyota Aygo, first gen Citroen C1, and a Peugeot 107? Now, this is a discussion we often have because I want a Peugeot 107 first gen, and you like the C1, don't you?
Yeah, but they're all the same car. Exactly the same car.
But
Just different lights.
I'd love to actually compare them. It would be fun.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But most of the comparing is in the look. What are you doing, child? If you come to the Netherlands again, fancy driving my Fiat Barchetta? Yeah, I would enjoy that if I had managed to get to the Netherlands again. I'd like the Netherlands. I would like to go back. And because Barchettas were always left-hand drive, they're not actually that joyous to drive in England. There's some horrendous blind spots.
He's doing very good. Who's
doing good?
Mini HubNut.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing very
Oh,
well.
thank you, Vanstone 2000. What was your longest drive in a car and where? Probably I once drove Ellie from the middle of France to Cambridgeshire in a day. It was about 19 hours, and I thought it was 660 miles, but looking back at Facebook memories the other day, it suggested it was actually over 700. It was a lot of
And
miles.
you did some big stretches when you were over in New Zealand and Australia as well, didn't you?
Yeah, but nothing approaching that. I think the most we did in Betty in a day was about 350 miles, which
Altsit visa
that
comparison.
was
yeah,
driving to
good one.
Milford Sound and back, which if you've done that
Do you
is a horrendous
remember?
journey. Oh yeah, hi Kai Peter Shellhauser again. Did you hear back from Charlie Rear the Camry? Yes. A chap called Charlie left a comment saying get in touch. I'm a former Toyota tech. I had a chat with him this very afternoon. So hoping for some progress, some further diagnostics in the new year.
Thank you
on
so
the
much, Brother
Toyota
Face.
Camry.
My goodness me.
Yeah, thank you. Merry Christmas at HubNut family. You have no idea how much you've entertained me over the years. Oh, we've been working away. Well, thank you very much.
107 or 1007 Peugeot. I think they're cool. I think they're very much a Marmite car, but I like them.
Yeah, I'm just a bit wary of the doors.
Yeah.
They're electric sliding doors on a French car.
But they're cool. Do the kids need more driving lessons or are they working as chauffeurs? Oh, they're all over the place running a taxi service right now.
Oh, that's interesting. This chap has owned different Igo and 107s and things. He's had all three.
All three.
Oh, well, thank you, Jenny Day. The Igo is far better vehicle. Toyota sneakily added a lot of extras. To be fair, I think the
yeah, that's not
Toyotas
really
were
surprising
the
for
most
Toyota.
expensive ones to buy new. I think the Citroen was the cheapest, so no doubt they had the most stuff taken out of them.
Do you have any other interesting hobbies? Like furious driving, for example.
Music?
Yeah.
I haven't been doing much music stuff recently, have I? Barely
That's
get my
funny.
ukulele out anymore.
Yeah.
Need to try harder.
But it's predominantly cars.
Yeah.
That's funny. That
Hold on, I'm just going to kill the dog.
He's going to go and kill the dog, and I will keep up. Test drive a smart car. Yeah, we'd love to do an old.
why are you saying kill
Sorry,
the dog?
I'm gonna
That makes us sound
We
like
will
we're
kill the
bad
dog.
people.
He got away.
42. What about a Toyota Starlet? Now I know there's a lot of
I've
people
had one.
wanting you to have your Toyota Starlet back, but she's recently moved on
Recently
again. hasn't
changed
she?
home. Yeah, I don't know where that
Yeah.
Starlet's gone now.
Have you ever thought of having a camper regularly, often?
Yeah. But Toyota Starlet's got a 4-cylinder engine. Three-cylinder engines are just better.
Yeah.
Our neighbours.
Can you do a Christmas sing along? Do you know, we were thinking about it because both have Let's Play an instrument as well.
But we can't hear the rest of you, so I'm not sure it would quite work.
And also, we don't want we have that playing the cornet right now.
No.
Because of
No.
COVID.
Have
I got my driving license? No, not yet. It's all gone pear-shaped this year. Next year, because we need to be moving 2 cars to places.
Yeah.
Seeing as someone
James
won't
French,
buy a car with a tow bar.
Yeah, James French suggests having Betty towed into London so we can get photos of her with local landmarks.
Just have her stuck.
There's plenty of nice places to go in the UK that we can visit. There is a violin, but we have not seen for quite some time.
Yeah, it needs retuning.
Oh, yeah.
We can do that.
So she
we can
can't
do that.
regale you right now.
Karaoke. Oh,
I mean,
no.
I
HubNut's
can,
karaoke.
but if you want like a terrible squeakiness.
Or do you play the music that's sometimes featured on the end of your videos?
No, that's usually someone else. That's not me. I just use the YouTube library. So there's some very good music there. Very occasionally I'll do my own little bit of music, but I'm not very good at it.
HubNut album, Ian on his uke.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Lady
I don't think I
HubNut
wanna
is
buy
looking
that.
at least 15 years younger. Thank you. That makes me very young. Thank you very much, Ralph. HubNut band. Yeah, that would be definitely fun. Hyundai lover, we know you're a massive fan. Bless you.
Thank you.
Makes
Will you be
only
doing
10
another
years older,
mailbag
doesn't it?
anytime soon? Asks
Yeah,
Trevor.
useful, eh?
In truth, since we said we're not doing mailbags anymore, we really don't get sent anything, unsurprisingly. So I don't think we're likely to be doing them again. They got a bit of a distraction, and I just ended up with even more stuff, but it's clogging up the unit. So and then felt bad that I never did anything.
Do
with it.
HubNuts have any interest in learning DIY car repair? Mini HubNut, very, very much so. How about you, Mrs.?
For what?
DIY car repair.
No,
No,
she just likes driving them.
I think they should because we live in a rural area. So
I'm
I think
surprised
if
that
you're
wasn't
gonna be
mentioned as a highlight of the year. Driving cars twice
Yeah.
this year.
But yeah, if they're driving, I think around here you should definitely know the basics.
Matt Brownhill has an OBD2 code reader. Some people, I think at least 3 people have sent those, so I have quite a few of those.
I think
Thank
that
you.
was sarcasm there.
Yeah. One of the issues. Yeah, I hadn't picked up on it. But yeah, one of the issues is most of my cars don't take OBD2.
Neville Kappa, why don't you do an auto welding course next year? I would love to. He's not so keen.
I'm not keen.
He
at
has
all.
no patience.
No,
and he'd probably do pretty designs all over the place.
I quite like the hitting bits with hammers.
Oh, what was your favourite breakdown?
What over the past year or ever?
I think the Rita one upset you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was a bad run because then I had to call breakdown out for Foxand as well about the same time. That was November.
Oh, yeah, that was 1 week
last
wasn't
year.
It? Yeah,
it all went horribly wrong.
And I think the Betty was awful. That was a really dark moment when Betty went off the road.
Yeah, when I was sitting there in a car that was no longer under my control, that I just imported from the other side of the world.
Literally 2 weeks before.
That was a low point.
But the high point was how everybody reacted, and we are so very, very grateful for that.
Yeah, Andrew in Australia, who's probably still asleep, and Eddie over in Lincolnshire, the absolute heroes.
Oh, when she rolled up onto that field with Eddie, that was just brilliant. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, Paige, $20 again. Thank you very much.
East Coast Steam, does Mini HubNut want to build a PLP50? Yes, very much so. We watched a car cave video, didn't we, the other day?
Yeah.
And it's made
Johnny
him more
Smith,
determined.
Late Break Show, went to visit someone who got lots of P50s. And I quite fancied the challenge of building a new one. I think that'd be very entertaining. Yeah. But it's about $7 or $8 grand for the kit.
Sorry, I'm just chuckling. Isn't HubNut a permanent breakdown? But that's the charming bit. Oh, James G, I know you absolutely love your it's Skylar, isn't it? Your 75 HubNut lanyards. That would be brilliant. If we could have them at the social, that would be cool.
Someone just said about a HubNut book.
HubNut book. Now that was talked about this year, but we've just run out of time.
Furkan Kavsar, XM or Renault 21. I really like the Renault 21, but the Citroen XM is obviously better because it looks like a concept car and has hydro pneumatic suspension.
Cheapest car purchase for your channel, Jemmy?
cheapest car. She's probably the cheapest car I've ever bought with MOT.
£190 for Shemi, but she needs a little bit more than that.
Yeah. I have had free cars as well. There's a free Volvo 740 back in the fairly early days of the channel that I collected from London, which broke down immediately.
James's Rover 75 turned 20 the other day.
Oh, happy birthday.
Andy G, is a new unit or new house a priority? New house.
Although
new house. Although
increasing.
the two will be interlinked because whatever house we buy is going to have parking because HubNut.
Because HubNut, yeah.
Are you worried Tuck would be jealous of a PLP 50? She would. No, actually.
She'd be lorded it over a PLP 50.
Tuck's,
She'd feel like a limousine by comparison.
Tuck's not the jealous
Instead
type.
of being the baby.
Hooked on Classics also has a Rover 75. Awesome.
Excellent. Oh, £4 ZX. Yeah, there's another one. We do see that. I've seen that several times this year, the £4 ZX. But that wasn't a purchase. That was a raffle win. But
discussion
it
as to
was
whether it's a
definitely cheap.
£4 or a £1.
Yeah, it was definitely a £4. So I bought 2 raffle tickets at £2 each.
Will the Mini HubNuts eventually inherit a vehicle each, or would they prefer to source their own? So Mini HubNut already has at the age of 12, but we need to check said car.
Yeah, we haven't actually seen it yet.
I would quite like them to drive Shemi because I think she's a great little starter car. But I'd also be terrified of them driving Shemi.
Hyundai TikToker says thank you.
Oh, jolly good. Hooked on Classics, Tuck may subscribe. Tuck really is the darling of the channel, I think.
She is.
I love that little car. She's been sat since the NEC, just quietly in the unit, currently blocked in by a dead Daihatsu. But it's all right, we'll get a high ab.
Whoa.
No?
Oh, Mini HubNut says only the Golf. Okay.
Only.
It's not open to discussion.
Yeah. Only.
Hello, folks. I can see we've still got people joining, so that's really lovely. We love Tuck.
Tuck, yeah. Forever fans. And I'm hoping.
The lady in the middle is fine.
Oh.
Thank you.
There are quite a lot of Invercars that have come out of the woodwork, I think, since Tuck got back on the road. And I don't know if that's inspired people to get them out or if they've just been found. But
somebody's just got theirs back on the road.
Yeah. My mate Des in London has actually got his on the road, but he's had for about a year or so now.
Which is lovely.
Yeah, there's several in York that often get seen going out for drives together. There's 4 of them, I think. And TPA, my old spares car, regularly gets spotted in Milton Keynes. So there's quite a few Invercars out there, and it'd be great to get them together for a gathering because I can't imagine there's been a gathering of them on the road for a very long time. That would be great fun to do.
Fullwell 1, when do I get my S-Reg Focus? Well, it's a very precious commodity, the S-Reg Focus. If you subscribe to Chodspot, and he's doing his own channel now, he's doing the European Cars of the Year, isn't he? It's a really good series. He has one now. We know where there is one.
Someone was asking whether Tuck could tow a Caravan. No, I don't think Tuck could tow a Caravan.
Oh my God,
I
can
say
you imagine
that.
a little Tuck-sized
TPA,
Caravan?
the engine in TPA is out of another Invercar that was used as a tug on a Caravan side. Yeah. Titch, can you move your face, please? Titch the dog is right behind me, which is why I'm sitting so far.
Somebody
forward.
else hooked by Foxanne.
Yeah. Tuck the Invercar is a legend. She is a legend. She does
is.
amazing things. Whatever I ask of that car, she just gets on.
She is good as
and
gold,
does it.
isn't she?
Yeah.
She is good as gold.
Yeah.
Road trip with Furious driving?
Yeah, that'd be fun to do. Yeah.
Do it in your big Fords.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll just
that'd
go
be cool.
cruising in our giant Fords. We'll have to hope petrol prices come down.
Is the Crown Vic as big as Betty?
I think it must be, but it's got an even bigger engine.
Hmm.
I think it's about a 5-litre V8 in there.
Because it's really funny to see the Camry with Betty next to it because they're pretty much the same size.
Yeah, I think actually the Camry's a bit shorter.
Really?
Yeah.
Betty's a beast.
Betty is
She's
huge.
a beast.
Do you only drive and purchase older cars? I do, Dan. I'm not really interested in more modern cars, apart from electric cars, and I can't afford those.
Jack Sadler, thank you. Took to France.
It would be nice to take her overseas, but I'd kind of need a support vehicle, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to take her abroad.
Oh my goodness.
5.4 litre on, thank you for that correction, FTW.
So Swift Caravans did a tiny scale caravan for a Mini. Tuck would cope with one of those.
Ooh, I still don't think she's an ideal tow vehicle.
I do love #Team Caravan.
Vid Fletch, thank you very much. Tea and Biscuit Fun topped up, so thank you. MG5 EV, a future HubNut car. Quite possibly. My dad's got one because my parents are carers for my sister, so they've got a Motability MG5, which is an electric estate. Not much of it compares with it. So I'm watching progress with interest and hoping to drive that at some point, but can't visit them at Christmas because of everything that's going on. Thermal mugs suggested there by Ian Bird.
We have been looking for thermal mugs. It's getting the right ones because some of them can be a bit flimsy, so we want something serious.
Yeah. Someone says
fit in the boot of the
Caravan, the Ariba puck. I did used to own one. Ellie used to tow it. She hated it.
Sounds something.
The last time she towed it, she blew a rear tire and then her indicator relay packed up, and I was like, "Okay, she does not want to tow Caravan."
Sounds pretty standard Ellie to me.
Yeah, she can be stroppy.
Yes.
Braintree Music was with Furious Driving the other day. Aha, excellent. 4.6 V8 in Crown Vics. We were excited when we spotted an S-Reg Focus. That turned out not to be a genuine S-Reg.
Which one?
No, it was a 99 S-Reg. That was it.
Yeah.
So it was a late S-Reg.
So
98 S-Reg Focus is the holy grail.
But Chud Spot is giving stickers to all those that spot an S-Reg Focus, and I have to be the proud owner of one. It's waiting to go on Shemmy. But yeah, keep spotting those S-Reg Focuses, definitely. And the early estates as well.
Chris Berry, did you ever go to the 2CV 50th anniversary in 1998 at Worcester? I did. I was there. I was in a grey Charleston that I owned at the time, which still exists. C798 KOJ is still out there. So she was my steed for that one. Don't remember very much of it. I think I was still drinking back in those days. I do remember that one of the James Bond 2CVs was there. So I can't remember else. There were some very impressive fireworks set off by my mate Paul.
If you could trade all of your cars for one, what vehicle would it be?
That would never happen. As much as I want a Citroen SM, even if it meant I had to get rid of all my cars, I would say no to the SM.
Would East Coast Team, would you ever convert a van into a camper? If we bought a Berlingo?
No.
Yes, we would. We would. We wouldn't. I met Dave the camper this year, and Dave the camper was a Berlingo with the most amazing.
Well, you can do that on your own
conversion.
I'm not
just
doing
awesome.
that.
Awesome.
AUs came with a 5-litre V8 option. That's true, but frankly, I think Betty's got enough grunt as it is. Matthew Jones, what do you make of the MG6? Never driven one, sadly.
Up and down vids can sell us a beige SM.
Sorry, what was that?
He can sell us a beige SM.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind. Is that his parts car?
Yeah, I think, isn't that just a strip body shell now, Kitch? That's not very, that's not very generous offer. That's awful.
For joining the channel.
Did you meet Ujuma Flip? Did you meet Barry Annals at the 2CV rally? Yeah, I know Barry quite well. He did a fair bit of work on my cars when I lived over in the east. See him around at various shows.
His name's actually Ujuma.
Riverman. If money was no object, how many
2CV
cars
scene.
would you have? I don't think there's a limit on that. I think that's how long is a piece of string. There'd just be things that he'd see and we'd have to own.
Yeah, but I do think about this. You know, I could end up with a fleet of cars like Jay Leno, who's got loads of cars, but you don't get to drive them because there's just too many cars. You end up with more cars than days of the week.
That's where you get upset. Yeah. Interesting one from JDM Snow Monkey. Do you plan on taking Camry to any Japanese car events or meets next year? Restrictions dependent.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think taking the Camry to Japan Classic Sunday, if it happens next year in the Netherlands, in Hemet, if I got that right, that would be good to do. And we'll see if there's some UK events we can get to as well. There are various of them.
Have you seen the 2CV van camper conversion? That will put you in a quandary. That's from Ian Simpson.
Yeah, I know what 2CV vans are like, and cozy is definitely the word. Frank Waltius says we can put the GSA mechanicals into the SM shell. I think that might be a little slow. Certainly wouldn't have quite the right
Not
soundtrack.
Quite the same.
Yeah.
Do you think you have too many cars? Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Get a Ford Frida or a Mazda Bongo. It has been considered.
I think they're cool. That was a consideration. Michael Jackson, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Vincent, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Vincent.
Is Santa bring you another starlet this year?
I don't believe so, but we shall see. Where?
Oh no, a Daihatsu 4-track on a scrap van.
Oh no!
Now that's unusual for around here because they get run into the ground around here.
Yeah, we saw one today. In fact.
Yeah, Daihatsu 4-track.
Thank
Some
you for being
places
a member.
is
Mo.
a very rare sight, but actually around here they love them. Around here we've got loads of them.
Oh, Mo Pedder has joined the channel as a HubNut. Thank you, Mo.
Welcome.
And Merry Christmas to you. Mo was at the Brooklyn social.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone needs to hold Ian's hand through the Chevy engine rebuild. Yeah. My confidence is not great at the moment, and I just don't know my way around those engines. So yeah, tricky.
Dean and Sandra, we will see you at the Motorist.
Excellent.
2022 year of the alt sit. Yes. Oh, we're just seeing pictures of a 2CV camper.
Oh, that's a Nomad on a Caravan. Yeah, very nice.
Matthew Jones, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. If you had to sell every car on the fleet and keep one, again,
Oh, no,
I don't
it's
think
not
I could. I don't think I could. I mean, if I really had to, I would have to. And I suppose Ellie would be the one I would have to keep. Yeah, there's a sort of a Citroen Acadian Nomad. I think I know someone who has one.
Yeah, and Percy, I think I've given the Daihatsu as a new name.
Yeah, FTW, do you have to move to a new unit? No, we don't have to, but I think we need to. The one we're after just got a few limitations, really.
But we've got so much going on next year.
Yeah.
The unit, we're quite happy where we are at the moment. Have you ever driven a Bedford Rascal or a Daihatsu Hijet?
No.
Thank you for
I'm sad about
becoming a
this.
member.
House hunt is on pause, not stopped. It's on pause. We lost a house that we nearly had and knocked us a bit. So we're holding fire for a little bit and regrouping, and then early next year we'll look.
Yeah, and I think the idea would be to have somewhere where I can actually do some tinkering at home again. I do miss that, just being able to step out of the house, get on the tinkering, and then when you've had enough, you go back into the house and back and forth. When you've got to drive to where the cars are, that ends up becoming another barrier in the way of actually getting work done.
It also has to be very specific because it's got to be in the school area, got to have enough space for the cars, got to have enough space for the dogs to run around and everything.
Yeah.
Do you run around, dog?
No, but she'll run after the other one.
Farmer Me has a great wall pickup. Yes, they do look like Mitsubishis. I think there's some Mitsubishi in them. If you haven't seen it already, I drove a Great Wall camper, factory-built camper when I was in New Zealand, which sounded like an MG Metro, which was very, very much unexpected.
Do you use E5 or E10 in your vehicles? From Jim Davis.
Bit of a mixture. Some of the cars E5 only, while I'm waiting to see what the effects of E10 are on other cars. So Ellie, the 2CV, I'm running on E10 to see what goes wrong. Betty, the Camry, should be fine on E10, so I'm using E10 in those. But yeah, cars like Tuk, Foxan, I'm using E5. There's some questions there. They're coming through so quick. I'm sure I'm missing stuff.
There's one regarding North American.
I don't know very much about North American cars. I would very much like to go to America and have an explore, but I know I'd be going around going, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So need to do some research before going to America.
If you go up.
Yeah.
Go up.
So many.
Do you want another Daihatsu?
I want all the Daihatsus.
Yeah, we like Daihatsus very much. Although we're fast discovering that one of the issues is the part support isn't brilliant for them, which is a bit of a shame. Do you know how George Ducati is? I believe George Ducati is well. I get occasional updates on George Ducati, and I miss George.
No, but that's when we move.
I've never
we may
met
well
George.
Get a cat to join.
Yeah, a cat would be good. Not sure the dogs would like it so much.
Titch would hate it.
Would you buy a
Jade would
milk
be
float?
scared.
Yes. We were eyeballing one the other day, weren't we?
Were we?
Yes, we were. When we were going to Magenta.
Oh yes, there is one sitting at the side of the road somewhere. Yeah.
Miss HubNut needs a Copen. Yes, and the HubNut's have just discovered the Copen as well. They would quite like one.
If it's Copen,
you say no.
If it's Copen, it's got to have the case spec engine, not the 1.3.
Yeah, no, but yes. Yes, whatever.
How about a review of the Triumph 1300? Says Aaron Parkin. I'd love to do one on all those small Triumphs, actually. comparing the 1300 and 1500 with the Dolomites, because they were rear engine. The earlier cars were rear wheel drive, front wheel drive. I think that'd be quite an interesting thing to do.
Have you ever been to Japan?
No.
Somewhere we would absolutely love to go.
Would love to go.
Me and my friends are like, when we're older, planning a trip all around Asia.
Thank you, Robert Brink.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. He's over in the Netherlands.
Yeah, Mini HubNut, bless him. He's he loves his room and his bed, which is standing up, folks.
Yeah, turned out a good job. We sorted
and
that
so
out.
He's had a lovely time in there. Strangely enough, he's had some sushi and some chocolate, so now he can have some more. Thank you very much, Robert.
Yeah. Alexandros, Auto Bianchi A112, HubNut or not? Very HubNut. I would love to drive one of those. Did they actually sell those here for a time? Maybe they didn't. A few may have made it over. Fascinating little cars.
Daihatsu Sport Track or Tanto? Oh, I'm all about the Tanto.
Yeah, it's got to be Tanto. That's no contest. Sport Tracks are cute, but Tantos are cute.
Oh, they're ridiculous with those. They look kind of
they're amazingly funky little things. I love them.
Amazing.
East Coast Team, do you think you could persuade Laurie's Mechanical Marvels to let you drive his Ruston diesel locomotive? That'd be fun. I did meet up with Laurie and the gang when I was over in the East. But despite having a very lengthy and very pleasant chat, we'd never actually managed to finalise anything working together. But it would be fun to do that at some point.
Chops Garage just mentioned that Mrs. Chops had a Copen.
Oh.
Yes. Chops Garage, you on Weird Car Twitter? I believe people were trying to convince you into it on Up and Downs.
Yeah, possibly.
Live. Come over to the Weird Car Twitter.
Yes,
site.
join us.
It's nice there.
James French, have you ever changed a CV shaft on a Ford Laser, which would be Mazda 323? I'm afraid I haven't. Jay-Z, not the Jay-Z, surely. Why does HubNut keep buying unreliable junk? Because I don't spend very much money on cars generally. But,
and it's HubNut. Yeah,
it's not really HubNut doing that. It's me, and I've been doing that since before HubNut was a thing.
So it's like a sort of theme. So it's basically we just call it's HubNut.
Yeah. It's some people are getting very cynical and thinking I'm doing it for views or clicks or whatever. But no, it's just me. It's just me. GIF Lane would love to see an Innocenti Regent. I don't need to visit Italy. If you check one of my NEC reports, I did 2 of them while I was at the NEC Classic Motor Show. One of them has an Innocenti Regent in it. I think the first report. There is one over here in the UK, bizarrely, and I believe it drove to the show. I've seen photos of it getting snapped driving around.
Best K car.
Oh, I do love the Suzuki Cappuccino, but
that's had a lot of mentions in the chat.
But I need to try a Tanto.
Yeah. If anybody has one, if anybody bought that lilac one, we'd love to see it.
Oh, the Tanto.
Yeah, we did buy the Tanto.
Yeah. Oh, so many comments. Sorry, James. I've asked if you change the CV half shaft on any car. I'm not sure I ever have. No. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult in theory. You've probably got split ball joints, so you can move the hub assembly away, and then when you remove the drive shaft, try not to empty all the gearbox oil out.
I foresee much swearing that the channel won't see.
Yeah. I must have done something on that because I've got a hub socket somewhere for a Citroen BX, which annoyingly is 35mm.
Oh, what wiper brand do you recommend?
Well, this is a tricky one because I've just fitted Bosch blades to the Toyota, and they're actually working quite nicely. But the Bosch blades on Betty have not lasted a year, and they're absolutely shot to ribbons. They're terrible. So I always used to go Bosch, but they don't seem to be lasting. Someone recommended Valeo, but I always used to have Valeo blades on Ellie, and they don't seem to last anymore. So yeah, very, very difficult. I can't really recommend one particular brand.
Did you see that?
Which one was that?
Hyundai lover said he saw Ellie at a petrol station.
And if Ed China was selling his Outspan Orange, would you buy it?
It's certainly different.
Right, this is just because we went to see an Apple on the weekend. It's not an orange, is it?
Well, I presume it's mini based, but the Outspan one
is it actually?
Is that one of the original ones that Ed bought? Because Ed's got some other crazy things like his sofa.
I thought you were.
So it could be. It is an orange.
Yeah.
And not being dim.
Yeah, it is actually an orange.
I thought you
Well, it's
were
not
just
actually
on
an orange, you
about
couldn't
the,
eat
I would
it.
buy an orange.
I thought you were on about the big apple that we saw.
No.
That's funny.
Dean says he can just see HubNut entering the Oxford English Dictionary for a meaning of when things don't go to plan. Yeah, although roadkill might get there ahead of me, to be fair. I miss roadkill. They've hidden it behind a paywall and won't let us watch.
Do miss it.
Boo! Valio don't last very long, very good to start with, says Peter Adams. Yeah, very sad. Josh Bacon, what was the greatest car your parents owned during your childhood? I forever have fond memories of the Montego estate. It was pre-facelift Montego estate my dad had. It was Lynx Bronze. It was the first car I drove after passing my driving test back in 1995. So I'm always going to have a soft spot for it. But,
see, I didn't like our Montego estate due to the France issue.
Yes.
For me, it was the CX Familial. Amazing. Loved it. Except for an unfortunate incident where my sister vomited down my back, which made me vomit. Because, of course, the seats just tilt rather than
it's hard to escape a CX Familial in a hurry.
So that was an unfortunate event. But yeah, that was the coolest car.
Mine was the Previa.
Yours was the Previa.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a Mark 1 Previa when I was with my ex-husband. She had an accident and was written off, but we got her back and we got some cash. So she was LPG converted. She was awesome. So much space. So much space. Not so much space in the newer generations, I don't think.
No.
Didn't they send them to banger racing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, says the rules for vans are changing in March 2022, where you require a permit for vans and trailers over 2.5 tons. A permit where? Driving into Europe, or it shouldn't change things here. But I've got an old driving license. I can drive everything. I can drive 7.5 ton trucks, which is quite scary. But did that when I collected.
That's a good question from Chops Garage. Most disappointing car you wanted to try, but was total pants.
Total pants. Isuzu Trooper Mark 1, although Paul Cowland off that there telly. He's not agreeing with my views because he owns an Isuzu Trooper Mark 1 and he thinks it's great, but mine was awful. Very disappointing.
Toyota Alphard is the perfect JDM van.
Mm-hmm.
The Alphard is cool.
Yeah. Like Alphards. Quite like Nissan. Oh, it's gone.
El Grand?
That's the one. Nissan El Grand.
Yes, the El Grand is cool.
Yeah. Fancy looking things.
Come to Poland and drive my neighbour's Fiat 126.
That's a good reason to go to Poland.
Yeah.
How did you meet Miss HubNut? Twitter.
Weird car Twitter.
Yeah.
So if you're a singleton and you
Yeah.
No. We met via Weird Car Twitter. Just before you went to Romania. No, Romania. Croatia.
Yeah.
Croatia.
Like 2 days before.
Yeah.
And I would have been nice to meet you again, but I had a slight unfortunate incident where I had to rebuild the engine just before we departed.
It's funny.
That was Ellie. She met me through a whole engine.
Mm.
And
it hasn't got better since then. No, the door lock doesn't work for you.
The door lock doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
they said that they met in a lay-by.
Mm.
Oh, that sounds really dodgy.
That does sound very dodgy.
It does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're not going into further detail, but not like that.
Peter Van Heck, has Miss HubNut's knowledge of cars and brands grown since knowing you, or was it a pre-existent fact? So I had a certain amount of knowledge because my dad was big into cars, so a certain amount of knowledge, but yeah, definitely expanding every single day.
Mm.
And I love it when I say a little fact. His little face like that.
I do like it. Who swears the most when driving?
Oh,
I can tell you this one.
it's me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's why we have no driving footage of Miss HubNut driving her car, because most of it is not safe for work.
Ujiba flip. No, it wasn't dogging.
No.
It was a little. It was a. Sounds bad to say it was a little bit naughty. I popped out of work to come and say hello. Just because he was going to Newquay. Yeah, so that's how we met.
Yeah, I came to Newquay
Mr.
for ice
Rocky,
cream.
you are not invisible. I sees you.
The best K car is the Daihatsu Kore Avanzato TRXX R4. I can't agree with the R4. I mean, that 4-cylinder engine is hilarious.
Oh, you're all about 3
but
cylinders.
I prefer the previous Mira with the 3-cylinder engine. They are absolutely nuts.
Best car you've driven in 2021?
Ooh. Gosh. That
Fiat.
Sunbeam Rapier was nice. I
Yeah,
did
you
like
enjoyed
that.
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the Fiat?
The Fiat 127 was last year.
No, not the 127. You went off on a meet. No, I can't think what it's called.
She's gone off your back.
Yeah,
now.
I'm struggling to remember what I've driven. We will do a review of the year where I've actually done some research at some point.
Pictures come off your back.
Jeff Stubler is a 1968 Saab 96 owner. Oh, hello.
Oh,
68 would
Pace.
be a V4, I think, with a Ford engine.
Pace. Do I swear in Welsh? Not so much because there aren't many really good Welsh swear words.
Yeah. Oh
Banana
gosh,
sounds
we're not even looking at current questions. The
gosh.
chap's got away. Got away from us
crikey,
again. I'm
crikey.
sorry.
Whoa.
We seem to have a lot of stuff going on. Should we put you through your CBT? Send you out on a bike?
Yeah.
That could be exciting. If it was the
Actually,
X19,
no.
Thank you, George. Yes,
I
yes,
know a
that
couple of
was.
swears in
That's
Welsh.
it.
That
Yes,
X19
yes,
was
that's the one.
amazing.
That's
I
what
really
I was
did
trying to
enjoy
get
that
to.
one. And I love the response to that as well. That so many Fiat X19 owners came up to me at the NEC to say thank you. But I really did have time in my life driving that little
Which
car.
live car reveal was the most stressful?
I don't always do a live car reveal because they can go wrong. The Delica one notably went wrong.
It did go very bad.
Yeah, so that was stressful. That was not good at all. If the drive home's gone too stressful, I won't be doing the live report because I'll be too busy trying to get home. Drag race with Roll Forward and Furious Crane Vic. Yeah, Matthew, that could happen. We shall see.
It's funny because we were talking about going to Santa Pod next year, weren't we? So yeah, it'd be interesting to see the two on the quarter mile.
Yeah. Oh gosh, these are coming in so quickly. Has there ever been a Welsh car? Yes, several in fact. Gilburn being the most notable, but Darien is still a car made in Wales for competition primarily. I'm actually hoping to have a meet-up with Darien.
Ian Bruce could
next year.
really, if you go backwards then forwards at full chat.
Could who? Sorry.
Took.
You can't switch between forward and reverse that quickly, unfortunately, because there's no synchro mesh. So you have to come to a complete stop, let the revs die down, and then you can select the opposite
Plans
direction.
for a Scottish social?
No firm plans. We want to do it.
At the right bit.
Anywhere that we want to live apart from Wales.
North of England's very nice up there.
I think we're spoiled in
Scotland.
Britain. I think you could be just about anywhere. I'd live in France though.
What I was trying to get back to is it's Eleanor saying, have you ever driven a Wartburg? I have driven a Wartburg. Need to do a video on one. Hoping to get that done because they're great. Little triple cylinder 2-stroke engine. Was the Betty reveal stressful?
Oh yes.
No,
Oh,
the
yes,
reveal,
it was.
the reveal
Yes,
itself,
it
the
was.
leading up to the
No,
reveal.
no, do you not remember? So when we did that Betty reveal, obviously we were sneaking around with up and down bids. She'd been sat there for a while, and he was just worried that he didn't do her justice. So we filmed, and then you refilmed, and you were getting really wound up when you were editing it. So yes, the Betty reveal was stressful because you just wanted to do right by her after we waited so very long.
Yeah, but the reveal video, I had good fun with that. It was just so nice to just walk around Aberystwyth and go, "Oh, here's Betty."
Yeah, that was fun.
That was
fun.
I did like that. River Simple, a good Welsh car. Yes, not sure it counts as a production car yet, but they're trying their best. Building a little hydrogen fuel cell car. I can see little Miss Hubnut is fascinated at the far end of this sofa. We do need to look at wrapping this up. We're over an hour already.
I'm just staring at Mum's gonks.
Okay, the gonks are hiding behind the laptop. There are many.
It's funny because you've got a collection of cars and then Mum's got a collection of weird.
Have you
things
grown to like Betty yet?
Yeah, except from the seatbelt steal.
Yeah, we got a
And
slightly
the
shoot.
window.
One of the seatbelts was replaced for the Kiwi MOT, and it doesn't. The buckle doesn't seem to come up very far out of the seat, so it's a bit of a pain to get at.
Have you ever driven a DeLorean?
Nope, that needs to happen.
Have you
Never
driven a
seen
comma
it.
van?
No, that needs to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a one of those with a big V8 engine in it, which I would like
Would
to
you consider
drive.
testing a Skoda Fabia 2 base model estate? That's from Alan Williams.
Yeah, probably would. I did drive a Fabia 2 on a collection caper many years ago. It was cheaper to just hire a car one way than try and get to where I needed to go on train. So I did that, but didn't video any of the goings on because it was early days. I didn't really have a way of doing that. Tax loved your Morris Traveller review.
Thank you, Mark, by the way.
Yeah, I'd love a Morris Minor, to be honest. I do dream of getting a Minor and turning it into the perfect daily driver. So maybe that'll happen at some point.
What do you like most about caravans?
Nothing.
Forgotten how to
I
play
love them.
violin.
I've worked with caravans. I've holidayed in caravans my whole life. I just love them.
Yeah.
Statics, Taurus, love them.
Braintree Music, have you ever owned a 5-cylinder car? Yes. An Audi 100 petrol and a Mercedes-Benz 300D diesel. And I love 5-part engines. They sound magnificent. But I think we need to wrap things up. You're starting to get restless down here.
Are we giving each other HubNut branded presents on Christmas Day? No, because
That's a great idea.
Where
Then we haven't got to go very far to get the merch because it's in our bedroom.
it's in our
anyway.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. We wear it mostly every day. So yes.
Actually, no, I probably am wearing
Do the
some.
kids love cars the same way as you do?
No, I'm not.
Mini HubNut is obsessed. This one plays it cool.
She just likes driving cars.
Mm.
Would you try drag racing? I would.
Yes.
I'm getting more and more into drag racing because of Cletus McFarland. I find it absolutely fascinating. But
Michael Jackson, welcome to the channel.
Hello.
there are so few drag strips left in the UK, and we
See you
live
later,
nowhere
up and
near
down.
any of them.
Bye bye.
But Mr. Up and Down's going, and we probably should as well. That's an hour and 10
Yes,
minutes.
We probably
So how time has flown. I was planning on talking about some of the highlights of the year, but I think we'll do a separate video on that.
should. It might be an idea.
Yeah,
Might be an idea.
super. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone. It's been
Oh, am I
fascinating.
accepting Betty? Yes, I really like Betty. Yeah, she's and Ian loves her. So
You are still a bit baffled because again, I sold that as the perfect family
Yeah, you do.
driver, and she's doing about 20.
I'm getting
mpg.
really wise to this now. It's
Yeah.
going to be perfect family car.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, thank you, Nicholas. That's very good. Merry Christmas to you.
Les autres couleurs de stickers, peut-être bleu parce qu'il aime le bleu.
Ah, bleu.
Something about
Something we can
blue.
look into. Yeah.
Something about blue.
Yeah. Right. We better go. So thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for joining in, and we shall see you in a future
Yes.
video.
Merry Christmas, Nadolig Llawen.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Big thing.
Feliz
Thank you
Navidad.
very much for all your support this year. Everybody, be it messages of support or sending car parts across the world or all kinds of things.
She's moving.
It's been absolutely
This old dog needs to go out.
amazing. Titch is just telling us she might need to go
Yeah.
out. She smells like she might need to go out. She's an old bird.
Aw.
So thank you very, very much, everybody.
And we'll
thank
see you
you.
in a future live stream or video.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Bye. Feliz
Goodbye.
Navidad. Merry Chrysler. Goodbye.
End.